BMO just released a bold prediction that the Bank of Canada could slash interest rates to 1.5% by the end of this year. That would mean 6 consecutive quarter-point rate cuts by the Bank of Canada. Now, originally, when the big banks all made their predictions for Canadian interest rates, BMO predicted the overnight rate would be at 2.5%, which was actually conservative compared to a lot of the other banks. So what changed for them to make such a big change to their prediction? Well, the answer is the tariffs being imposed by the US on Canadian goods. Now, the reason being is these tariffs could slow down the Canadian economy, forcing the Bank of Canada to make more aggressive cuts to help stimulate our economy. Now, as you may know, the tariffs were originally implemented, and then there quickly was a 30-day pause put on them. And so the decision for the Bank of Canada to make more cuts this year will likely depend on whether these tariffs are implemented or not. Now, if we do see these tariffs implemented and we do see the Bank of Canada react by making aggressive drops in the interest rate, what does that mean for the real estate industry? Now, with real estate, when we see large interest rate drops, it typically means lower borrowing costs, lower interest rates for mortgages, especially variable rates, and making it more affordable for buyers to enter the market. Now, that affordability could fuel demand in the market and actually push home prices up. This is something we've seen before back in 2021, 2022, when interest rates were extremely low. We saw a lot of demand, a lot of competition, and quickly rising home prices. But there's another side to this. If these tariffs do hurt our economy, the resulting job losses and uncertainty amongst Canadians could lead to a slow in home sales this year, especially in cities that rely on exports and energy. Now, let's assume that BMO is correct and we see 6 consecutive quarter-point rate cuts this year, and Bank of Canada's overnight rate drops from 3% down to 1.5%. What does that look like for a mortgage? Well, let's have a quick look at an example. We're going to look at variable rates because those are what are directly impacted when the Bank of Canada makes their announcements. So assuming buying a $1 million property in the GTA, putting 20% down, right now, if you're looking at a 5-year variable, about 4.6%, your monthly mortgage payment is about $4,080. Now, if the Bank of Canada does make this 1.5% adjustment this year, we would see variable rates around 3.1%, and that would make the monthly cost $3,408, which is almost a $700 savings on the exact same mortgage with the same down payment. Now, even though $700 in savings seems pretty enticing, this is a bit of a hypothetical, and a lot of our clients and Canadian consumers are actually taking fixed rate mortgages right now because there is still uncertainty within the economy and the housing market. Now, this brings me to my last point, which is what should you do? Well, whether you're looking to buy or maybe you're refinancing or renewing a mortgage this year, I think it's important to pay close attention to interest rates, and the best way to do so is talk to your mortgage broker. Have a conversation with them to understand where rates are, where they're likely going, and what your plan of action looks like. Now, if you're looking to have these kind of conversations, feel free to reach out. You can book a call directly with me at the link below. We will keep you posted on any changes throughout the year, so subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you soon.